It has been far too long since I've done a reading vlog, so welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads! Let's go! Yes, hello, and welcome back to Mr. Francy Reads. I am, of course, Mr. Francy, and I'm truly honoured that you've once again chosen to join me today, as today we do a reading vlog. Now, my last reading vlog was way too long ago. Like, seriously, it's ridiculous how long ago it was. Just trying to find it. Here we go. My last reading vlog was the end of week reading vlog covering the 10th to the 13th of April. So, yeah, I am not going to be covering the 13th of April through to the 5th of May today, because I've already done my monthly wrap. So, you'll have seen the books that were missed in past reading vlogs. I do apologize about that. I think I went on too much of a cozy mystery new releases kick, and that kind of took over everything except for that, basically. So I am going to pull back a little bit on the new releases. I am still planning on doing new release videos, probably one a week, if not one every 2 weeks, we'll see, and just do a selection of the new releases. But yeah, it did come at the cost of my reading vlogs. It also came at the cost of my responding to your comments, so I apologize that both of those videos were absent. And I also was aware that I have been publishing a ton of videos lately, so I decided to take a couple of days off, reward myself, and here we are with a reading vlog. It just feels so right. Well, welcome to the month of May. I hope you're all having an amazing month of May so far. This is the month of my birthday. For those who are wondering, I was born on the 12th of May, which if you're overseas will probably be the 11th of May, your time. But yeah, 12th of May in Australia. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Mama Francy's birthday is tomorrow, the 6th of May, Australian time, or the 5th of May if you're overseas. And so, yeah, looking forward to that as well. So, in this vlog, there's a couple of things that I do want to cover, but of course there's a lot of reading updates. So, stick with me as we try and progress our way through. I will be taking a sip of my coffee as we go through, because it is early, so I have my coffee. The way I'm drinking so much more than I ever used to, and I think my body is definitely benefiting from it, but I start my day with a coffee. Then if I feel like I'm not ready to switch things up, I might have another coffee, but generally it's just the one. Then I switch over to my daytime tea. Then I switch over to my nighttime tea, and alongside that, I am drinking things that have electrolytes in it as well. I have been finding lately that I am struggling to be alert during the day. And so that's something I'm trying to work on. I recently purchased some vitamins and supplements and things like that, so I'm hoping that's going to help as well. The first thing I do want to discuss with all of you is the readathon. So there are many readathons occurring in the month of May, but I always plan to host a readathon in the month of May because it is the month of my birthday. So I am, additionally to all the other readathons out there, hosting a readathon in the month of May. Thank you to everyone who has already seen that video. If you haven't, it is in my April playlist, and it is called the May the Cozy Be With You Cozy Mystery Readathon, where we take a book's title and the author name and try and spell our own names with all the cozy mysteries that we read. And it's been an absolute blast over on the Discord. So if you would like to be a part of it and tell us how you're progressing with your May the Cozy Be With You Readathon, the link to my Discord is in the description as well as the first pinned comment over on the Sparkle Cafe. We would love to have your company. I love my Discord. For those of you who aren't aware, I am on my Discord every single day, unless there is a reason why I can't be there, which is very rare. And also, we host reading sprints every single day for many hours. So if you like your reading sprints, come along, because most likely there is a sprint going on whenever you want to join one. So we'd love to have your company. And it's just a very beautiful Discord server here, not to toot my own Discord server's horn, but I just feel that it is a lovely sanctuary. We're very positive and welcoming of one another, and it's just so lovely, and that is why I'm there every day, because frankly, if it wasn't as happy and joyous and loving and caring and positive as it is, I wouldn't be there every day. But I am. I'm literally there every single day. I wake up, I make my coffee. The first thing I do is I go to my Discord and say good morning to everyone. So we would love to have your company. My point is, as I always say, the party does not end here. Alright, so I usually split up my reading my weekly vlogs into 3 sections. The first one is a personal life update, the second one is a watching update, and the third one is a reading update, and I am going to be doing all 3 because it's been so long since I've done a weekly vlog. There's a lot to update you all on. So we'll start with the personal update. Last week on Wednesday, I had my next lot of teeth extractions, and it's been something to deal with. So for those of you who are new, hello and welcome. A very quick update for you. I was born with a very rare tooth disorder known as ameliogenesis imperfecta. What that means is that I was born without enamel, the hard layer of protection that usually surrounds a tooth, and because of this, there have been a lot of physical problems for me, especially as I went on and got to later on in life. One of the biggest problems was the nerves of my teeth were almost always exposed, and so anything acidic that I would eat, it just, I would spend the rest of the day regretting eating that thing because I would be in so much agony. But also, my teeth are more prone to breakage because of the ameliogenesis imperfecta. I did a lot of research into dentistry because, let's be real, dentists charge way too much for someone like me on the income that I'm on. I mean, given that I'm currently on welfare, the last dentist I went to that was a private dentist, when they quoted me what I needed to get done, my first thought was, sure, I'll just go rob 6 banks and I'll be right back. Like, seriously, are you kidding me? It was outrageous. But fortunately, there is a government-funded program for people who are on welfare over here, and that program is absolutely amazing. You pay a very minimal amount for the first 5 sessions that you are there, and then the rest of the time it's absolutely free. And I just feel like someone upstairs was looking down on me and saying, Mr. Francy, I got you. And I'm so thankful. I really am. So basically, the plan is to extract all of my teeth and then replace them with dentures. The reason why we're extracting every single one is because once all of the teeth have been extracted, then I no longer have ameliogenesis imperfecta. But if we kept even just 1 or 2 or 3, then I would still have it. So the best thing to do is get rid of them all and just put falsies in, and it's going to be amazing. I always smile anyway, but I feel like I'm going to smile a whole lot more with my new teeth, and I cannot wait. So now going back to last Wednesday, I went in and I had 6 teeth left on the bottom row. All 6 of them were taken out. I've never had 6 taken out in one go, but it was fantastic because now my bottom row is completely toothless. I don't have any teeth on the bottom, so that's wonderful. All I have left is, as you can see a little bit there, I have 7 in the middle on the top here. I don't have any on the sides of the top, just in the middle, those 7. And on the 23rd of May, my time, if you're overseas, the 22nd, I am going to go in for my final round of extractions, and then I'll be completely toothless. I did say I was going to go away and that this channel would be dark when I went toothless, but y'all have just been so lovely and supportive throughout this whole journey that I'll see how I go. And if I feel like I can do videos, I might continue doing them anyway. I mean, doesn't matter. My thought at the end of the day, it's really funny. When I went in for my first consultation, the I said to the dentist lady, I just have one very big question. She goes, I know. You want to talk about your diet, don't you? I said, no, actually, that's the last thing I want to talk about. I'm very prepared for eating all the soft food and all that kind of stuff. That's totally fine. My concern is my pronunciation. I am someone who grew up idolizing Dame Julie Andrews, who, if you've ever seen her talk, you know how well she speaks with her pronunciation, her elocution, all those sorts of things. And so for me, it was like, if I have no teeth, am I going to still be able to talk? And more importantly, will people be able to understand me? So that is my thought at the moment. It's not at all about vanity, but will you be able to understand what I'm saying? Once the 23rd, my time, 22nd, potentially yours, of May occurs and I have no teeth left, I will, of course, try to talk, and if I find people can understand me, I'll come back. Because why not? I love this channel. I love talking to you all about reading. If you are new, again, hello and welcome. I have imposed a cozy mystery embargo on myself. What that means is I'm currently literally only reading cozies. And if you look here, all you can see are cozies. That is purposefully done. I rearranged my bookshelves yesterday, and all you can see in the video, anywhere on my shelves, are cozy mysteries, because that's literally all I'm reading, and I'm having an absolute blast. And I love talking about cozies with y'all, whether it's here or over on the Discord. So if I can still speak properly and you can all understand me, I will come back. Screw it. I'll come back. Yeah, I'll keep going. Not come back. I'll keep going. Excellent. All right. So now we're going to talk about shows very quickly. At the moment, I am currently watching 2 shows. Actually, no, I'm not. That's a lie. I'm watching 3. I keep forgetting about the other one. I'm watching 3 shows. So I am watching 2 shows on my own, and I am also hosting a buddy watch. But later on in the month, I am going to take part in another buddy watch. So very quickly, the shows I'm watching on my own are, oh goodness, what was it? The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yeah, so, I am always someone who prefers watching cozy things, but I feel like a part of me needs a little bit of drama in a show, to just get my drama feel. And I have absolutely loved watching The Real Housewives of New Jersey. I love New Jersey. I know some people, like, it's very polarizing, that series. Some people love the, RHONJ, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and some people don't, but I do. I absolutely love them, and I was so saddened when I found out that they were not going to be having a season this year, so I cannot wait for them to be back next year. They better be back. And yeah, I'm just going to give you my 2 cents. People who don't care about Real Housewives, I'm so sorry, but I just want to give you my 2 cents and put it on the record. I hope they bring back both Teresa and Melissa next season. I really hope that they do. Even if they just stay out of each other's way, I feel like they are the OGs, and it would just be weird if they were to bring back people like Jennifer and Margaret and not bring back, and even Dolores. I think we definitely need Dolores, and not bring back Teresa and Melissa, given that they are the OGs. But yeah, so I was looking around and I decided to start watching Real Housewives of Dallas because I thought I would love to, I will be completely honest, I thought I would love to see the house husband of Dallas and, you know, see anyone that looks, you know, cowboyish in any sort of way, and it wasn't working for me because I need the drama. So I did some research and I found out that the closest to drama and dramatics to New Jersey, which apparently those who are Bravo fanatics are saying that New Jersey really does stand alone with its drama, but the closest would be Beverly Hills, so that's why I've decided to start watching that one. I fully completed season 1 last night, not all in one go. I've been watching it for quite a few days now. But yeah, I finally completed it last night, and I'll start season 2 tonight. And so far, it's so good. Yeah, really, really interesting. Some very big consequences that occurred. Like, one couple got divorced by the end of the season, as in, like, husband and wife. They got divorced. I've never seen that on a Real Housewives franchise before. Then again, as I say, I am literally limited to New Jersey. And while I don't want to say too much about Teresa and give away spoilers, I understand there was the Teresa Joe thing that occurred, and now Teresa Louis thing that's happening. But aside from that, I've never seen such a dramatic divorce, especially in season 1 of a Real Housewives show. But anyway, so that did occur, and we'll have to see how things progress forward, but it was really interesting because there was not a lot of drama at all in the first season, and then we get to the final episode and you knew that the drama was going to go down at, what was it, Taylor's party? Yeah, so then drama went down, and I was there for the drama, and then we got the reunion, and can I just tell you, I have the softest spot in my heart for Andy Cohen. I love him so much, so I always count down to the reunion. Anytime I go to a season of Housewives, I look ahead and go, what episode number is the reunion? Okay, I'm counting down to the reunion because I want to see Andy Cohen. I really would love to get access to watch What Happens Live. I have a subscription to Hey You in Australia, and we can get one season of Watch What Happens Live, but if there's another way that I can access it here in Australia that you know of, I'd love to watch like the most recent episodes of Watch What Happens Live. Anyway, so that's that side of things. I'm also watching season 4 of Sweet Magnolias, and I'm up to episode 5 tonight. I just had to check on my whiteboard over there out of camera. And yeah, it's been very different, season 5 to the other seasons, but I do feel like things will end up where they need to be by the end of the season. Good news, a couple of days ago, they officially announced, Netflix did, that season 5 is on the way. It's been greenlit. I am so happy. It's going to be sad to be done with season 4 and have to wait for season 5, but I am so thankful that season 5 is on the way. If you want a cozy show, I highly recommend watching Sweet Magnolias. It is a Netflix show, so if you have Netflix, trust me, if you like your cozy shows, you will love Sweet Magnolias. I absolutely love it so much. Alright, the watch-a-thon that I am hosting came about recently. We were all talking about Winnie the Pooh, and we are now watching the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which you can either stream on Disney Plus, or a lot of the episodes are available on YouTube at the moment for free. So if you want to join us, that's being hosted over on the Discord. And I'm a little bit behind. I have watched the first episode. I need to catch up and watch the next few. But yeah, we're having a lot of fun with Winnie the Pooh themed things over on the Sparkle Cafe, the Discord as well, where everyone's claiming a character that they are. And so for me, I've taken on Winnie the Pooh's role. And, you know, someone else has Christopher Robin, and others have Eeyore, and someone else has Piglet, and someone has Tigger. And it's just been a whole lot of fun. Talk about cozy shows with really positive lessons behind it. You can't go past Winnie the Pooh. You really can't. So we're enjoying that. And then later on in the month, I'm going to be getting involved in Jessica from Lady Lovestead Reads. She has a Discord server called The Lovestead, and over there, she is hosting The Good Witch. Every single month, we watch another season of The Good Witch, and I love my time in Middlebrook so much, so I'm looking forward to going back to that. All right. I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink, and then we are going to get on to reading because there is so much to discuss. I hope we don't run out of time. Hello. Okay, reading-wise. First things first, we're going to get the elephant out of the way. I know. In my monthly wrap, I spoke about this book, Penne Dreadful, which is by Catherine Bruns, book number 1 in the Italian Chef Cozy Mystery series, and I know that I said this is the first book I'm going to be reading in the month of May. That did not happen, but let me explain why, and let me explain how I'm fixing it. So, you know, it probably doesn't matter that I didn't read it first, but I feel like if I say I'm going to do something on my videos, that's like a promise I'm making, and then if it doesn't happen, I'm not keeping my promise. So it's like, oh, I feel bad, you know, I'm a little bit humbled and showing a little humility here, going, I know I said I would, I'm so sorry. But anyway, so what happened was I borrowed the audiobook of this on Hoopla, and my audiobook borrowing time expired. The last 3 days of April were incredibly busy, including the last day of April was the day I had the extractions done, but the 2 days leading up to that last day, the 28th and the 29th, were also very busy for me, and I did not read at all, and so therefore I didn't get the chance to continue on with this book, and by the time I started reading again on the 1st of May, my hold of this book had expired. So I have re-borrowed it again already because on Hoopla you get it for 21 days. But what's happening now is I've put this onto the TBR. I'm going to get through my SAS list books first, then get through my A to Z books, and then my first spare will be Pen A Dreadful. So I will still read it this month. It's just been a little bit delayed. Alright, now given that we're like just over 10 minutes away from running out of time, rather than reading comprehensive things from my Goodreads review, I'm going to keep my reviews very short in this video with the books that I'm about to show you that I have read this month. Normally, I take a much deeper dive into them, but there was just so much to cover in this one, obviously, because we haven't caught up in a while. So hello, how are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're keeping up your fluids. Yeah, and just I hope that you're finding a way to sparkle every single day. And while yes, it is all about sparkling for others as well, I hope you're finding things to do for yourself to take care of yourself. You know, it is, yes, absolutely. This channel, as well as its associated Discord server, is all about being kind, loving one another, and spreading your sparkling energy all throughout the world. Absolutely. But it's also about doing that for yourself. So any little thing that you can do to, you know, for little inner child over here, do it. You know, if it's about having a nice cozy drink before you go to bed, or watching a nice TV show, or continuing to read books because that brings you pleasure. I'm not necessarily saying, you know, you need to rob 50 banks to go out and buy the most fabulous couture dress that costs $50,000, $60,000. Not at all. I'm just saying anything that brings you joy. I hope that you are able to implement that into your day, because I do find that it makes a big difference for me. I was saying, and I am going to get onto my reading, I promise, but I just feel this is very important, so that's why I'm taking time for it. I was saying recently to Mama Francy that everything for me in my room brings me joy. And I was talking about all of the senses. Like when I look around my room, the first thing I notice are my cozy mystery cupboards and my cozy mystery books. They make me really, really happy. As far as taste, usually I have tea in this. Right now it's coffee, but my tea brings me joy. As far as also visually, watching shows like, sure, I'm watching Housewives, but aside from Housewives, watching shows like Sweet Magnolias, The Good Witch, New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, they do bring me joy, you know. I spray a lovely room spray in this room, which part of it is a French vanilla spray, the other part is a berry spray, and so it makes the room smell like a bakery. And so, you know, feeling that sense, and every sense just makes me happy and satisfied, and I hope that you find ways to inject happiness into your life as well. Alright, let's talk. So, keeping things very, very brief. The first book that I therefore picked up because Pen A Dreadful was moved back, we'll get to it. It's just been moved back. I'm sorry. First book that I picked up in the month of May, my birthday month, woo, was this book, Shot in the Dark, by Cleo Coyle. This is book number, I don't even know. I think it's 17. Let me double check. I'm going to go over there and count. So, one moment. Ding, 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 I get a cookie. It is book number 17, and I pointed there because that is currently where my coffee house books are. In case you were wondering and look at my bookshelves, I did say earlier I changed them up. The higher rows are what I'm currently reading at the moment. So, looking from, can I get a pen? Yep, okay. So, looking at that and that's my SAS list. Then we have more of my SAS list in that cube and that cube. Then in this section, we have my A to Z Cozy Bingo board. In this section, we have my spare cozies that I'm currently reading. And, yeah, I have a series over here that we will be talking about very soon. This section is currently blank, but what I normally put in there is what I've read so far this month. And then on the lower sections, we have books I've already read. So it just makes it easier for me to go, okay, if I look, the higher up I look is the more recent my reads are. But anyway, the premise of this series as a whole is that we follow Claire Cosey, who runs a cafe called the Village Blend in New York City, I believe, but anyway, in New York. And she runs it with her ex-husband, Matteo. He does all the outsourcing stuff, like getting the beans, and she makes the coffee. She's a master roaster. And we have frequent guest star appearances from Matteo's mother, Claire's ex-mother-in-law, but still feels like she's a mother-in-law, the Grande Dame herself, Madame, who I absolutely love. In this particular book, honestly, I didn't like this one. It was probably my least favorite of the series so far, which is really sad because I do love the series as a whole. But the problem was the book opened up with Matteo on a dating app and called Cinderella, and that dating app ultimately led to the mystery. And so we spent a lot of time talking about this dating app, dating in general, things that can happen on dates, and it's just not what I wanted. Part of the reason I'm enjoying Cozy Mysteries is because I don't really want to read a lot of romance. And yes, I understand that, you know, romances do happen in Cozy Mysteries because people end up getting coupled up. Most of the time it's the MC and the detective. But anyway, I mean, you know, like, I get that, but it's very minimal. You know, it's just a nice little, you know, we have a nice little, you know, what we can include in a cozy, because anything that's too adult can't be in a cozy. But anyway, what we can include in a cozy, nice little intimate scene here or there, randomly and very sparingly. And the rest of the time we're focusing on the relationships with the people that we have in the area that the cozy is set and dealing with the mystery. And so because this dating app was the theme, it took over a lot of everything else for me, and it just felt way too romancy for me. I just really didn't like it. And it just felt weird because Matteo being Claire's ex, and she currently does have not only a partner, but he proposed. So she has a fiance or husband, I don't know what they are at the moment. So it was just really weird, like, dealing with Matteo and her ex and how he's on a dating app, and that dating app leading to a mystery. It just really didn't work for me, this one, but it's not to say I'm going to stop with this series. I'm definitely continuing on. I love this series. If you love coffee as much as I do, there are a ton of facts and tidbits of real life information to do with coffee that come out in each and every single book. In this one, it was very minimal. And when I say minimal, I kid you not, it was like two sentences in the entire book was the real life coffee fact. Because she mentions the title. She's like, Shot in the Dark, which, by the way, Shot in the Dark is the type of coffee which is this. And that's all we got. It was like very quick, one paragraph, moving on, no other coffee stuff, which kind of annoyed me too. So I gave it 3 stars, but I will definitely continue on. I'm looking forward to the next one, and I believe I already have the next one. Yeah, I do. I actually have the hardcover of the next one. So, yeah, so I'll definitely continue on, but this one just wasn't for me. The next book that I picked up was this book, Strangled Eggs and Ham by Maddie Day, and this is perfect for me with the Mayhem readathon thing that we are doing at the moment. I am on Team Sleuths with the lovely Amy Marie, and this book has green and it has nature, and those are our bonus prompts. So I was like, yee, I'm so happy. I didn't pick any books surrounding the prompts that we had, but it filled the prompts, so I was so happy. So this is book number 5. Oh gosh, I need to count. Sorry. I'm glad I did. This is book number 6 in the Country Store Cozy Mystery Series by Maddie Day. The basic setup of this series is that we follow Robbie Jordan, who runs a part country store, part diner, part B&B upstairs in South Lick in Indiana. I believe it's South Lick, but anyway, it's in Indiana. We can move on. Yeah, so I love this series as a whole. I love Robbie Jordan so much as a main character. The audio narrator, who I did get wrong, it's not Kaylee Balaliu. I thought it was, but it's Laurel. I'm going to find out so I can tell you the right one. It's Laurel Merlington. And Laurel Merlington makes our protagonist, Robbie, seem like she's very elderly. Even though she's like 27, 28, she feels to me like she's 85, 90, but I love that. So I feel like in my headcanon, I'm following an elderly woman who runs a part diner, part country store, part B&B, who's a little bit nosy and loves puzzles, and therefore she likes to solve these, mysteries and stuff like that. Anyway, very quickly in this one, the mystery was that So it was something I read before. We have a real estate developer company trying to come in and create something that the town doesn't want, and then someone winds up dead. And it was something I'd read before. I recently read book one in the North Woods cozy mystery series, and yeah, I felt like this was the exact same premise. Nothing against Maddie Day at all. I still love Robbie. I did give it 3 stars because it felt very predictable, but I am looking forward to continuing on. I love this series. I do highly recommend the series. It was just a personal preference that I gave it 3 stars. Okay, so we are going a little bit over time, but I'm going to try and keep this as quick as I can. So, unfortunately, 3 stars, 3 stars. Thank goodness my next book was exactly what I needed. And it was Goodbye, Crueler World by Ginger Bolton. This is book number 2 in the Deputy Donut Cozy Mystery series, and I gave this book 5 stars. Oh my goodness. After the averageness of these two, I needed this book. This was so fantastic. So the series premise of this one is that we follow, what is her name? Emily. We follow Emily, who runs a donut shop called Deputy Donut, named after her cat, Mr. Deputy Donut. I love him so much. Her. I keep saying him. I'm so sorry. Deputy Donut is a girl. I have to keep reminding myself, like, come on, Francy, it's a girl. And every time I read the books and they say she was doing this or her thing is this, like, oh yeah, she's a girl. Anyway, Deputy Donut, she is an amazing diva and a half. I absolutely love her. But anyway, so that's your basic setup for this story is that, what's her name again? Emily. Emily runs a donut shop called Deputy Donut in, I do not remember where. In Falling Brook, which is somewhere. Oh, I'm sorry. How very unprofessional. I am so sorry. She is running it in Falling Brook in Wisconsin. In Falling Brook in Wisconsin. Yeah, so that's your setup. She used to be a 911 dispatch officer, but her husband, who was a cop, unfortunately is no longer alive, and she feels responsible for it because she was meant to be at the dispatch place on the day that he was no longer alive, and she ended up going home or not being there for some reason, and it wasn't her fault at all, but anyway, she can't help but blame herself. Anyway, so she and someone else that she and her now deceased husband knew open up this store, Deputy Donut, because they know that cops love donuts. So yeah, anyway, I love this series as a whole. In this particular book, we had the lady who works next door, and I cannot for the life of me remember her name. I think it's Jill or something, but the lady who works next door works in a clothing store. She's getting married, and she has requested that Emily and her business partner create a wall of donuts that can be like a step and repeat for the wedding. What a great idea. Oh my gosh, I want this now. A wall of donuts is a step and repeat. Yes, yes, yes. So, the bride loves the, crullers. I thought they were called crullers, but apparently it's crullers. And the, groom likes this one, where it is like an icing based donut. Anyway, name Emily. Emily arrives at the wedding, and she meets the store owner, the woman's fiance, and he is a piece of work. Oh my goodness, like, it's his wedding day. He should be so happy and doting on his lovely bride, who is so lovely, and he is, not a nice man at all, especially to his bride. Anyway, well, the marriage is probably a record for not lasting because, not even an hour after they got married, he's dead. And, yeah, so a mystery ensues. The problem is, and what connects Emily to it, is that he dies basically right in front of her step and repeat donut wall, surrounded by what looks like icing sugar, but isn't. So yeah, Emily is all, okay, we gotta deal with this. We gotta find out who actually killed him. But yeah, this was fantastic. I love Deputy Dep Donut. I love Emily as a protagonist. I love the donut shop. The cozy side couldn't be more cozy if you tried. It's really, really, really beautiful. But the mystery was so intriguing. I loved it from start to end. So 5 stars for this one from me. So to my current reading, I'm currently reading this book, Cat Trick by Sophie Kelly. This is number 4. Yes, book number 4. I'm looking over there, where my magical cats are. Book number 4 in the A Magical Cat Cozy Mystery series, where we follow the beautiful Owen and the beautiful Hercules. We will talk more about this in the next reading vlog, but currently I am just a little bit of the way through. I'm there, which is page 55, chapter 4, and I am very much enjoying this book to this point. So now let's talk about the plan for the rest of this week. Obviously, I'm going to continue on and finish this book. Then after this one, I am going back to Salem to read Mrs. Morris and the Ghost of Christmas Past, which is Salem Cozy B&B, book number 3, and I'm so happy there is a ghost in the title. I'm sure this is going to be amazing. And speaking of North Woods, the book I'm going to pick up after that is this one, Dead, White and Blue, which is book number 2 and has no glare. How fantastic is that? In that series as well. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it. It was a much longer vlog than I anticipated. I am so sorry for the length, but obviously there was a lot that we need to discuss in this one, so it just can't be helped. Hopefully the next one is going to be much more reasonably timed, but in the meantime, please do be kind to yourself. Find something that brings you joy every single day and do that thing. And I'm not saying spend money. If there's something for free that brings you joy, please do that. Or just, take some time, have a nice cup of coffee or a nice cup of tea, watch a nice show or something like that. Just anything, read a nice book, do some coloring or some painting. I've recently started getting into doing some painting. I'm not that good at it, but I enjoy it, so I'm doing it. Just do something that brings you joy, because life is way too short and it's way too easy for us to get down on ourselves. But the more that we get involved in things that we love, that bring us joy and bring us sparkling energy, the better off and happier we are going to be. So just do something that brings you joy. And you know what? If you've made it this far, let me know in the comments section below something you've done in this month so far in May that has brought you joy. And if you feel like it's something that will consistently continue to bring you joy over time, let me know. Alright, but in the meantime, I'm going to let you all go. Peace, blessings, and so much love. So put on your mask first before taking care of the children. Now we talk about everyone else. Please do be kind. Love one another. And when it comes to others, spread that sparkling energy that you have inside of you, deep inside of you, because you've done all those things that are bringing you joy. Let it come out and shine. And spread it all throughout the world. Yes! And until next time, happy reading. I love you all. Bye, everyone.